No, it's good, but just because I got something better.
Yeah.
Let me drop it. We won't blame apartheid. We will not blame apartheid. No. Even now or back then. Guess how we're going to look at it. The United Nations was there. They have veto votes. 5 nations in the United Nations. Russia, America, China.
United Kingdom, France.
They're all white nations. Did they do anything about it?
No.
Mandela went into prison. Did they do anything about it?
No. Nothing.
You're telling me it's the whole nation.
No, what I'm saying. Look, I'm not.
You understand? And don't forget, Uncle.
No, I agree with you.
So there you go.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, I'm from Africa, and I study law. And I remember when I read about Mandela when he was captured.
Right.
When he came back from Algeria.
Right.
Straight away, 1963 or like that.
Okay.
Okay. I know this thing, but now we don't blame the apartheid. We don't blame the white.
Oh, we don't.
Brackets.
Okay.
We don't blame them because they have one of the best. They have one of the best president before Zuma. One of the best. I don't know what. I forgot his name.
Before Zuma. Before Jacob Zuma.
Yeah. Before him.
Prisoner or president?
President.
Oh, president. Okay. Who was that?
The short one. The short one. I don't know what his name. Mbeki. Thank you. Yeah. He tried to do a few things, but unfortunately, it's the fault of also the ANC, the people from the ANC.
Okay, you're going into politics.
Yeah, that's a fact. No, because we are talking about South Africa. If you want to wipe a little bit the page, you sit both sides, sit and make it as curriculum school. Because this boy, you said to me, he was asking his mom later on, why this lady, she is always with us, this servant, when it comes in the night, she is in another place and they stay alone cold. It's not an easy solution to solve the problem because it will stay.
Okay.
But the only thing to do it is to educate the young generation. And like me and you, we start a little bit to forget for the sake of the people who are coming.
You mean we should forget? No!
I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that.
No forgetting.
Hey.
No forget. Never forget.
They say don't forget 9/11. Don't forget 9/11. But
Uncle, let me ask you a couple of questions. Film them.
Try, my friend.
Uncle.
I cannot listen.
Uncle, I need to stop you now because I got something better again.
I cannot blame the young French people what their granddad did in Algeria.
Is that fact? But they're still benefiting from the things that they stole from me.
To rectify the problem.
I cannot.
They still have the gold that's stolen from me. Pay back, then we eat.
Pay back first.
Reparation.
Hey, isn't that fair? That's fair, man. That's fair.
You have to be back to be able to move on.
You say you study law.
You can't just say,
In law, there's something called a remedy to resolve
man, that's
solution.
Steph.
Until there's a remedy, you will not be able to forget.
What is your remedy?
All right, we're coming there, but let's
Here we go.
I think there's been a remedy.
No. Okay, there is a remedy. Tell me what is your remedy in this case.
No, you're the lawyer.
No.
There's another word. Uncle. Anything we suggest now, it's not going to happen. Guess why?
They're the top ones, yeah.
It won't happen anyway. And guess what, Uncle? One other point, I didn't want to forget it, and I'm glad I remember it, is that there's a famous saying by one of our elders, maybe he's white or black. He said, if we don't learn from history, we're going to do what? We're going to repeat it again.
Yes.
But now, guess what the opposite could be? Why we need to learn from it and make sure all the details are there.
History.
Because guess what? What if the black people of the earth, and when I say black, I mean every color of black people of the earth, suddenly things change and turn around. and the whites become like the people who are black become. And we as blacks haven't learned that what the whites did was wrong. And we now want to take revenge.
No, don't get revenge.
Revenge is not going to solve the problem.
Just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Revenge, man.
Listen to what I'm asking. I know better. Trust me. Revenge is no solution. But try telling that to a lion whose children were devoured by a hyena. Try telling that to the lion whose newborn babies were just devoured by a hyena. No, hold on. Tell him revenge will not solve the issue. He will say, I know. Well, let me finish killing first. Yeah. When I finish killing, we will look at the solutions. He's not saying it will solve the solution, because there ain't no solution.
Let's see even first.
Yeah, let's and then number 2 would then be restitution. You need to return what you stole. If I go up on Bangalore Road and I steal this from a shop, police will call it proceeds from a crime. They'll take it back, put me into prison, and give this stuff to the guy from whom it was stolen. Then when I come out of prison, hopefully I've changed my mind. Yeah?
Right.
Now that's called restitution. It pleases the guy who I stole from, and he won't be looking for me anymore. He can say, well, he's done some time. Yeah? And I myself have learned a lesson that it's wrong. But we're not saying that we want revenge. That's not what we're saying. But we're saying the thing hasn't stopped, 1, and 2, the way it's going, honestly speaking, look in America like over the last couple of months and weeks. Every week a black person gets cut down. You see what I mean, Uncle?
Every day.
One day I watched one of my brothers, big black brother, he's just selling his stuff on the street. First, the one white policeman come. The brother is just there, look, what have I done? I haven't done anything. I'm just on the corner trying to survive. I'm not even a drug pusher, nothing. Just let me be. How many times you got to keep harassing me? And you've got a right to talk to them. Yeah? Before you know it, they're around his neck.
Booyah.
One is climbing.
I agree.
Before you know it, I mean, I'm like there, I'm like, this is life. I mean, you telling me to forget that? I can't sleep at night. Hold on. Okay, go on. Yeah.
We don't forget our history, but we forgive. And we learn.
This we cannot forgive like that either. You know, I'll tell you why.
You said yourself that we don't go for it.
I'm going to explain what I mean. Uncle, I'm going to explain what I mean.
There is one thing you say, that you are expecting something from United Nations, whatever, EU, something like that. But we don't expect nothing from them. They don't give us freedom.
Maybe you should go and claim it back.
They don't give us freedom. We take it.
Go and take it.
But then that's
Alright.
Who's we gonna take it?
Imagine the native
No one
Americans, they're
will
going to
give
have
us
to take
our
their land
freedom.
back.
Exactly.
Everyone should be taking their stuff back. Because guess what? It's wrong. And if everyone stood up and was like, no, this is wrong, actually return it, like, then you know what?
Yeah.
Everyone in the world would be a bit happier. We would have poverty and
Sister,
deprivation
and
of
guess
people
why,
and rich in
sister,
the land. Like,
everybody, sorry, let me speak, sorry. No, go on, sorry.
No, but we have to make sure that, like, this is the thing as well, because, like you said, we have to not just teach our history, people have to understand the history, to understand why they are here today, and why people in England, for instance, have the benefits that they have.
Yes,
Uncle,
today.
that's one thing you didn't touch on yet.
It comes from India, it comes from the Caribbean, it comes from America, it comes from...
But were you as a lawyer, Uncle?
No, I agree
If
with
you
you.
agree with those stuff,
Listen. I agree with you.
if you agree, you gotta write it down.
Wait.
And then at the end, you say, damn, this is another thing that I gotta do.
Listen. I agree with it. We need to have it back Even if it take 100 years.
No. Wait, tomorrow morning.
Now.
Suffering now. Come on.
We want it tomorrow morning.
Come on, man. How long?
Do you know what, friends?
been over
Don't
500
take it
years.
for granted. If a friend comes off you, they give it
because
back to you.
if we start to
You're
use force,
blind if you think you're with someone that's going to take from you,
we want
and then
peace
tell
and
you
unity.
you're going to
We want
force
force.
this is mad. Are you mad? How are you mad? You're putting yourself in an oppressed position and
You are in a weak,
around
you are in a weak position.
No, you're in a weak position.
I'm
Being in a
sorry.
strong
Wait.
position,
No, we cannot. We cannot.
To accept something that's been thrown on you, not having the balls to stand up and say no, this ain't how it's going today. Exactly. But it's easy because you know what, in law you can't challenge it, can you? You can't challenge it, you can't bring it to a court. Exactly. So really, we can sit here and argue why we can't do it and it ain't even going to happen anyway. That's not really a shock. Why aren't you asking why this isn't happening?
We take it, we want to take it, but we take it when we start, educated ourselves.
Uncle, what I see you doing?
Bring your camera over
What I
here,
see
man.
Uncle
You
doing?
need to have the wisely.
No, we don't. No. No, Uncle. Uncle. Callum, your thing should be here. This is
gold.
vintage. This is vintage,
You know how
man.
many years I came? This is the first time I came for 6 years or 7 years.
All right, okay.
I am from the old generation.
Yeah, this discussion is very good because you have the base to give a lot more input into it from a time before.
We need to grow up a little bit because I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, let me grow up.
No, we know you don't mean any.
You see, we need to know our size.
Maybe develop a little bit
We
more
need to
than
know our size. You
hearing
said one
that.
thing nicely, this five they don't want, that means you have no choice. That means, yes, that's politics, we need to accept it. We need to accept it.
You are a
The old man.
majority. You are actually a part of the majority.
You agree with me or not? We need to take slowly and we need to educate ourselves. Because
Uncle, we're gonna start.
They're using our people against us.
Uncle. Sis, what's your name anyway?
Jasmine.
Sis Jasmine, hear this thing. Uncle is starting from a good point. He says we need to educate ourselves. Uncle, you tell us where that education should start. And what kind of education should it be? Should it be the education of forgive and forget? Or should it be
I'm not a claim who did it in the first place.
Yeah, so I mean, Uncle, because we can write books on this. Should the education be forgive and forget, or restore and heal? But they don't want that, Uncle. Who wants to restore when they've stolen everything? If you give everything back,
All what you are saying,
and like Sister Yasmin was saying, I think, yeah, she said that, older Uncle, she said, don't let me forget my point. The nation that we have today, they're enjoying stuff from work they never did.
yes.
How are they going to return all of that? How are they going to return the underground tube, which our parents worked with until their bones came off their flesh? How are they going to return all the hospitals and the roads, which we built until we couldn't even build our own families? How are they going to return our head, which they smashed?
Have you got an idea how you can?
We have, but we'll hear you first.
No, I want to hear you.
Don't put us on this
No, I want to hear.
Don't put us on this spot.
Please, I want to hear.
Uncle, come on, Uncle.
Uncle, you said forget.
Uncle,
You said forget.
You're this. Absolutely wrong. We want to hear yours. No.
Please, you first.
Me?
I'm listening.
We just asking the questions.
No,
We're
no,
the victims
please.
here.
Explain
We're the
to me.
victims
Okay,
here.
no problem. Explain to me.
Hey, Uncle, let's do it this way.
No.
Let's do it this way. We the victims. You're a lawyer anyway.
No.
So I want to hire you.
Take it.
I want to hire you to defend us. How would you go about it?
My way.
Getting our money back.
You want my way?
Yes, please.
By experience. You cannot deal with these people, except if you take slowly.
And which people are you talking about?
The thieves.
The white people.
No. No, I don't want this word. Sorry.
Hit the bar.
You don't need to say. Look,
Change.
say the elite, the people who are in charge, the crooks.
Hey, what color are they?
No,
just so I can find them when I'm looking for them.
He doesn't like that.
Please.
Are they IC1 or IC6? Uncle, come on, don't judge on us. You've come here to help us see something.
I'm sorry. This type of discussion, white, Arab, Kurdish, this, I don't like it. We are all human, we are all in the same boat. If you say to me about the crooks, I say to you, yes. There are black crooks, white crooks, Arab crooks, but not all the white, not all the Arabs, not all the blacks.
Uncle, can I share something with you here? Can I share something with you? I don't know if I've got the right book. Just to show you something, yeah?
Yeah, but what is it? Is it
No, it's all right. You look, don't forget it's a book.
written by him and this?
No, Uncle, don't forget it's a book. Now let me show you something, Uncle. Yeah? Let me show you something, Uncle, yeah? Here's a book called The Jews in the Roman World. Yeah? Now just hold on. This book, I didn't write it.
Okay. Me also.
I mean, are we gonna burn the books again? Now what it is this. There was a period when it wasn't a problem when you called somebody by their color. It wasn't a problem, it was description. Let's prove it. Here we have Niger was what?
Niger was defeated.
Niger was defeated.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
No, Uncle, it's a book.
I know.
I didn't write it. This book is 1950, what? 1950 something.
Yeah.
No, 1973.
That's not good enough then.
Look, it says what? Niger was defeated. Yeah? And I've got books where I can show you that Alban, i.e. white, was fighting a war against Niger. It's just a description. At that time, it didn't have the loser-winner connotation that it has now. You understand? So, now listen up, Uncle. Uncle, hold on. Uncle, hold on. But we have a situation today where the white Jewish people have gotten restoration, they've gotten reparation, they've gotten nationalization, they're getting new indoctrination, and they're getting new of every kind of Asian. Yeah, and they deserve it. The Japanese, Brother Kalam, help me out, knowledge escapes me sometimes. Did they get some reparation, some restoration? Yes. Then they did a cessation, i.e. we were not fighting nobody anymore, just leave us alone. Okay. Switzerland got all the finalization, all the monetarization. England got all the goldization and the silverization of our business. All our money is in the British museums. Now Algerianization. Algerianization by the French nation.
Wait, listen.
Now that happened and you didn't enjoy it.
It sounded like a rhyme.
Wait. You say the British, they have everything. Gold
the
and
English.
Silver. The English.
Yeah.
They have the gold.
Yeah, the English.
The English, they have gold and silver.
Yeah?
But they have nothing now.
No, Uncle, that's what they tell us so they can get away with it. You know what I mean? They're playing suddenly they want to play the victim so we don't come after our money.
Deviation tactics.
Deviation tactics. Uncle, don't run away from the question.
No, I'm not running. Don't worry.
Educate us on how you intend to restore us to Africa.
Please, you're
African too.
I'm listening to you.
How will you restore Africa from all they've stolen to us? Our biggest problem right now, what I'm told me, is that they've stolen up here, isn't it? That's the greatest gold, isn't it? Now, if they are allowed, call them whatever you want, the elites, the this, I call them WWW, the Western White World. That's the name I give them. Then it doesn't mean every white person is who I'm talking about. No, because there's a period in history where the world was called the Black World. Right now we're living in the white world, i.e. everything the white says is law. But
why?
Let's not change the subject to the
why.
No, we'll come there. We know why. We know the why. But let's not go there yet. But what I'm trying to say is, when we can allow one set of people in the so-called human family to suffer without any voice to raise it up, all of us are suffering.
Reparations.
Is that true or not?
Need it.
White people are feeling pain because black people are feeling pain. How much you earn in a year? What time do you have for your family? Do you know why? Because you're not standing up for the oppressed. If you stand up for the oppressed, who is getting £2 an hour, he will rise up to £7 an hour, you will rise up to 17. But if you leave him at £2, you will stay at 7. That's right. That's how it works. That's why they divide us on those lines. And they choose the white to be on the top, because the white generally care less about anything. It's a DNA fact.
He's the best qualified to know the whole research.
Do not say all white.
I didn't say all. I said the whites. Yeah.
How can you substantiate?
I will do the research.
He's talking about the white Western world, man.
No, he's not. He said the white.
Show him respect. Remember, am I misunderstanding?
No, that's the detail which I just explained to Uncle. I said the white.
Genetic. He's saying genetic white.
Yes, but he's not talking
Just give him some respect.
Yeah, I'm giving him respect, but you have to.
You're trying to cause
understand
confusion,
that
divide and rule here, ain't it, Josh?
and lead it into a different conversation. The content of what he is saying, when he is saying, or using the word white or whatever, he's talking about a mindset of people which, by the interim, is the people who genetically run the world.
Who rule us?
Thank you.
Yeah, we've said that many times.
Come on.
Which ain't those people. Well, it might be, but to be honest with you, it's probably not. So you don't need to get directly offended.
No, I'm not offended. I just want to check from the point anyway. I just want to check. I want to check. You mean genetic? It's genetic, right?
He knows it.
We're going off topic now.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
It's all right.
We're talking about. I'm not forcing this on him. He said DNA. I'm picking up something the speaker said. That's a fair.
No, that's not what I'm saying. We're talking about the reparation.
What did I miss?
Hold on.
White DNA.
We just flipped up on that picture, didn't we?
Go home. Before the Minister of Interior start question and answer.
Let's explain what we're trying to say.
And then my wife
You understand what you're
What have I interpreted?
James, let's explain what we're trying to say. What we're trying to say is hold this in your hand.
I've seen this before.
Well, now this is what we're explaining.
You notice I didn't take issue with that.
I know, but just
with
so...
the idea that white DNA makes white people more passive.
Brother, that's why I want you to...
They don't care.
Guess what I want you to do, James?
It's all on camera, mate.
Were you flipping this back on me? Were you flipping it back on me? I'm the one supposed to flip it on you. You're on camera. Whatever you say can be held against you in a court of law. And that's our lawyer right there. So don't be trying to escape at all.
When you tell me
But James,
it's white DNA that makes white people passive, I see that.
No, James,
You just came now.
James, read it. Read what the...
No, it's okay.
No, he don't believe what I've said.
No, I do believe it.
So read what it says.
We were talking about something
Okay.
Can you read that? That's too low resolution.
It says, IC1. Listen.
I don't know how you can read that.
This is not the subject right now. Have you got it on your phone, maybe?
This is relevant to white
The
people being
racial
genetically
codes,
passive.
yeah. Just type. Everybody can type it. But guess what we're saying? Guess what?
I'm just going to bring you back to the idea that white people are genetically passive.
That's not what I said. When did I say that? When did I say that?
Anyone else in the audience?
When did I say that now?
Because a lot of that stuff I didn't have particular
You just
issue with.
came here.
I didn't pick it up. I was just at one point is demonstrably scientifically false, because that's not what DNA doesn't dictate how passive you are. It's got nothing to do with equality like passivity. So scientifically that's wrong. So I feel like it's not nice to spread.
James, we're not dealing with racial issue.
Let's go back to the
We're dealing with a global issue right here. Okay?
You noticed I only got involved.
That's why you should keep your mouth shut. You should shut up, James. You should shut up until you know what is being talked about.
You just came now.
You just came.
You've done the exact thing. You've done the exact thing. No, me and James go back a long way. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Now, James should know. by the way, James is a globalist.
I am.
If you don't know him.
Oh,
yeah, he's a globalist.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you follower of macaron.
Yeah, I like it.
Ooh la la.
Yeah. Ooh la la.
Au revoir.
But James, this is what we're trying to say is that we're trying to heal the world.
Uncle's running.
We're trying to heal. But how can we heal without looking at some of the details of what...
Looking for details.
Yeah?
I'm signing up. I'm about doing it scientifically, right?
Say again?
So sort of everything you said, I've sort of been interested in. I haven't agreed with all of it.
Yeah.
But it's like it's opinion, you know, your opinion.
Yeah.
When you tell people that white people are passive genetically,
When did I say that, James?
No, he didn't.
You got the quote?
He never said that. He never said that.
I said that.
He never said that.
Could you tell me what
he
he
never
said?
said that.
I think your words were they put people, the elites put white people on top. This is what you said. The elites put white people on top.
That's what he
because
said.
generally they don't care. I'm quoting verbatim. Generally they don't care, and that's genetic.
Well, he never said anything about genetics.
DNA.
Sorry, he said that's DNA. So
Can you
So
say
I'm
what
only,
you said?
I'm, so you want to open up this objection. Actually, you know what? I'm very interested in your opinion. You know, you don't want to hear my opinion. I want to hear your opinion. But on that particular point, that's wrong. And people should challenge stuff that's wrong.
Which point's wrong?
The idea that DNA can dictate something like passivity, and also the idea that there's one homogeneous
Let's
white
forget
race.
about DNA.
Just like coming here and talking about the black race. You know, you come here and talk about the Xhosa, you talk about the Bantu. You wouldn't come and talk about white people. Genetically, there's no white people genetically speaking. It's a stupid, useless term. Genetically speaking,
Let me ask you something.
Socially, it might be a useful term, but genetically, it's hocus pocus.
Well, number one, let's redress the table. All the things you're accusing me of, did I
accusing
accuse
you of anything?
No, the things you're preferring at the moment were not on the table before you. Hold on, brother. I'm a hard guy. Look,
Totally different argument.
I'm a hard guy. We can do this the soft way or the hard way. Yeah? Yeah, it's a threat. It's a threat. Because I've been brutally done by white police. So if it's there, we can just go there. You understand? But that's not my point.
I'm a member of the police, just to be clear.
The white police. So, but that's not my point. I understand society.
Sure.
So look, I'm in a very good position to explain what I'm explaining.
Sure.
When I was in the last police station I was in, the captain or whatever they call him came to kneel down in front of me. When I tell him this is what you do all the time. You don't check before you lock the person up. Then you come and tell him, well, we couldn't find anything, so you're free to go. Free to go? No, lock the door.
That's it.
Keep it locked. So he apologized. I said, so you're telling me you've done wrong again? He said, yeah. I mean, but that's not the point. The point is society's created a beast and we're feeding it.
Sure.
Now don't come and tell us because we're saying it, we're racist. Afterward, the Jews
I don't think I used that.
have to complain about what Hitler did. And they had to get paid and restored and protected like an endangered species. But when is that going to happen to us?
Yeah, when? When?
Are you saying when we talk...
happening as you speak, Mr. Dictator.
Say again?
It's happening as you speak, Mr. Dictator.
Exactly.
Nice to see you.
Are you saying I'm
the white Illuminati?
Are you saying I'm a dictator?
A few years ago, you remember when you enjoyed messing up my meeting and my speech?
No, we were talking. We were talking.
I regret giving money to the Black African National Congress.
Sorry, I can't hear the
I
brothers.
regret giving money to the Black National African Congress.
Why do you regret that? No, it's two white brethren, two white brothers,
My deviation
Mr.
tactic was listening to the
Dictator.
speaker.
two white brothers come to change the
I'm not
subject.
your brother.
I'm sorry, I was quoting.
I didn't say you're my brother, I say brothers. I.e. both of you are brothers. I mean, come on, the subject was global.
Yeah.
The subject was global, how to protect everybody. But how are we going to protect everybody when we don't speak of anybody? How can we protect the Jews if we don't address Hitler and the Germans? How can we protect the Chinese or Vietnamese if we don't talk about Pol Pot or
Cambodia.
Cambodia?
The Jews, they have problems within themselves. No one causes them problem.
Hitler was half German and half Jew.
James, you're running away now. You've caused a problem and then you leave it.
That's what
you know what? If I've caused you a problem with this, I apologise.
No, it's all right. Brother. What I'm saying is, James,
you called me back. You should let me speak. I wanted to pick up a specific point. You're making me out like I have some wide.
But people try to stop you. That's not the subject. You kept rolling with it.
I'll tell you what I think matters more than anything anyone here has got to say. I think facts matter.
We bring facts all the time.
Sure. And I think the idea that you come here and tell people that you know some specific genetics about any race, whether it's mine or...
When did I say that? When did I say that?
Okay.
When did I say I know some specific genetics? When did I say that?
About 15 minutes ago, you told us that the elites prefer the whites because they are more passive.
Yeah!
DNA.
I didn't even say...
That is a statement of fact. That is a statement about DNA, about science.
Hold on.
It is false. I have to call it out. I very much respect what you've got to say.
You've called it.
Respect what you've got to say, even if you do try and talk over me. This gentleman now wants to talk about Holocaust denial. I don't want to stand around and listen to someone talk about Holocaust denial. So I very much respect what you've got to say, and I'll stop derailing what you've got to say. Maybe you could get more of what you wanted to say if I wasn't here, so it should be in your interest.
James, we brought out a photo for you, okay?
I'm not...
James, you're not letting me speak now. You're not letting me speak now.
You're accusing me of distracting and you're keeping...
James, you're not letting me speak now. You're acting like a white egotist. No, seriously, because it's in your head. A black person has to speak, but you need to be the teacher. Look, I don't need to, I'm greater than you. Talk all you want. That's why you're insecure. Let me speak. We're not talking about just what's in my head. We're talking about what's in society's head. Now, years ago, there was a woman called Shilpa Shetty on Big Brother. There's another woman called, what's her name? Jade Goody. Jade Goody blabs her mouth that whatever about Indian people. Is that me in the house? Is that me right there? Is that me there? Now they've whitewashed a whole lot of black people out of many things in this country. Did I do that? They've tested all kinds of medicines only on black people. Did I do that? I can go on and on and on. But we're not looking at that as the main problem. We're looking at the problem that started this problem. That's the symptoms. And tell me how people of a different race, you need to now explain to me how me and this brother, and this brother, and this brother, and this brother, even this brother, are supposed to have you lynching on a tree. And when we're done with you, look for one more person that looks like you and do it every week. And just say it's a barbecue. And now I've got these black brothers only laughing about it. What does that make them? Now reverse that on yourself. Then it has to occur to me that these black brothers don't have what it takes up here to stop the thing. There must be something wrong. Because where I come from is a whole black country. When a thief steals, they stone him to death. And sometimes, after they've stoned him for a little bit, somebody steps in. Okay, it's enough. It's enough. He's learned his lesson. It's enough. If he's claimed to be a murderer, he will die. He will surely die. If he's murdered too, he will die. But in this country, they put dogs down for biting people. You telling me they can't put people down for murdering people? What kind of logic is that? Then when the victim complains about the dog biting him, they say the victim is racist?
Talking about the death penalty.
I'm saying, explain to me how in this country it's known that it's a racist country based on its institutions. Its institutions are run by white male people. Now, being racist means there's certain people you don't accept like you accept yourself. And that includes every brown... Listen, let me finish. It's over your head, right?
It is. I've missed the connection. I've missed the connection.
Does anybody else miss the connection? People don't want to talk.
It's just me.
But we're asking questions.
I don't understand the connection between institutional racism and stoning murderers to death.
Of course you can. That's why I said something missing here.
Callum, the battery's low.
You don't need to understand.
Maybe it's wasted on me then.
It's okay. Not everybody. It's not missed on everybody. Don't forget that. There's many.
Can
Look.
anyone else explain the connection?
He's always trying to divert things. We were having a good time here before you jumped in. We were having a good time here. Now, but if you want your questions answered hard, that's how we do it. We got to answer it hard. You need to explain to me what racism is. Who's doing it? Who's benefited from it? Who's telling you how they're going to stop it?
I don't understand what this has got to do with the death penalty.
We're not. Nobody's raising no death penalty. Only you know where you heard that one from. We didn't mention no death penalty here.
Didn't you mention stoning murderers to death?
That's in our culture, not yours.
That's the death penalty?
No, it's a life penalty. It gives life to other people.
Cool.
Death penalty gives death to people. Life penalty means you take away what causes death.
You do you.
That the way they cut off a breast when it has cancer. Don't tell me they will leave Hitler alive if they catch him right now. You ain't supposed to leave him alive if indeed he killed 6 million people. No, tell me you're gonna leave him alive. No, somebody who's a Jewish, answer me right now. Because that will make me ask more questions.
Where did he go?
He ran away, innit?
Oh, you tear him up.
Oh,